Can we talk about it? Classic, classic, classic movie. The People Under the Stairs. The story of a boy who was just trying to put some food on the table for his family and went in a rich couple's house and found out what he didn't want to find out. He found some kids under the stairs, a bunch of kids, tunnels, caverns. They had all types of stuff in their house. And this movie was a social commentary on the disparities between rich and poor. And it's one of my favorite Wes Craven movies. If you don't know who Wes Craven is, that's the director of Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream franchise, and just a massive horror. So if you know horror movies, you know Wes Craven. That was just a refresher. But can we talk about this classic movie? I wish he did more movies. I feel like all the child black actors, they just stop acting and want to live a real life. Him, Fresh, and a couple other people, they just stop acting. Like, he was a really, really good actor, especially as a child. He was in a couple things. But Fool was one of my favorite characters and stuff like that because he just went up in that house to try to feed his family. He wasn't part of no gangs, part of no organization. He just ran up in the house trying to steal what he could to take care of his family. He was like 10 years old. Ended up finding out these crazy white people, they got all of these people under the stairs. They kidnapping all of these kids and keeping them under the stairs. And when we was little kids, it's funny, but now knowing about all of the sex traffickers and all this stuff like this is a real dark movies. So they was definitely some sort of kidnappers of children and sex traffickers and stuff like that. We're not going to get too deep because the algorithm is always listening. They don't like things like that. But can we talk about this movie? Y'all brought it up yesterday when I was talking about The Good Son, so I had to review this because this was one of my favorite movies, especially if you're African American, because he was the star. He was a little kid who had his own horror movie, and he was a star of it. So let's clap it up for my man Fool, a.k.a. Brandon Adams in real life. Where you at? Tyler Perry, start putting these people in new movies or something like that. Don't worry, I'm going to start casting all these people when y'all elevate me and I get to make my movies. I'm going to be casting people. I got a lot of black child actors and a lot of actors that we grew up with that I'm gonna throw up in there in your videos. It's gonna be looking like how 50 do with BMF and Power and stuff. He just be throwing random people in there. Oh yeah, I got my BMF review coming. I just finished BMF and oh Lord, we're gonna have to talk about Charles, Mr. Charles. But can we talk about this classic movie? What was your favorite part of this movie and stuff like this? I think I'm gonna start a horror collection of just classic horror movies and have them on like DVD or like have them on a hard drive or something like that. For Halloween, I'm gonna do like 30 days of Halloween because I've been bringing up some classic thrillers and horror movies. Can we talk about it though? I just love this movie because the main character was black and he had his own horror movie and he took down evil white people. What's more to love? Can we talk about it? People on the stairs.